Ever wondered why it's so tough to kick bad habits and adopt new ones? It's a question that's as old as time, and the answer lies in the intricate workings of our minds. Our brains are hardwired to follow routines, and the allure of instant gratification can be hard to resist. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating science of habit formation and change. Stay with us to unravel the secrets behind habit formation and change. Let's dive deeper into the brain and understand how habits are formed. Picture the brain as a dense forest with well-trodden paths. Each of these paths represents a habit. The more we tread a path, the more defined it becomes, making it easier to follow. This is the brain's way of conserving energy and optimizing its processes. The reward system plays a crucial role in habit formation. Our brains release dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter, when we perform actions that contribute to our survival or well-being. This dopamine rush creates a sense of satisfaction and pleasure, reinforcing the behavior and making it habitual. Now, let's talk about instant gratification. It's the immediate pleasure or relief that comes from an action. Our brains are wired to prioritize immediate rewards over delayed ones, which explains why we often choose a quick dopamine hit over long-term benefits. So, our brain is wired for routine and craves instant rewards. But what makes breaking bad habits so difficult? Ever tried to quit a bad habit and found yourself going back to it? Here's why. Habits, especially the bad ones, are like well-trodden paths in our brain. This phenomenon, known as habit inertia, means our brain naturally gravitates towards familiar patterns of behavior. It's much like a river that has carved a deep channel. It's easier for the water to flow there than to forge a new path. Moreover, our comfort zones play a considerable role in this struggle. Humans are creatures of habit, and we find solace in the known and familiar. Stepping outside of our comfort zone means confronting uncertainty and discomfort, which naturally we resist. Then there's the psychological resistance to change. It's not just about the habit itself, but what it represents for us emotionally. Perhaps it's a coping mechanism, a source of pleasure, or a way to avoid discomfort. Breaking free from established patterns is tough. But what about adopting new habits? Starting a new habit sounds easy, but why do most of us fail to stick to it? When we dive into the challenges of adopting new habits, two key factors emerge. The first is self-control, a vital ingredient in habit formation. It's like the rudder of a ship, guiding us towards our desired destination. Without it, we often drift aimlessly, falling back into old habits. The second factor is discipline, which is like the engine propelling our ship forward. It's the force that gets us out of bed early for a morning run, or keeps us away from that tempting slice of cake. But discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs regular exercise to grow stronger. And then, there's motivation. Ever notice how it's often high at the beginning, but tends to dwindle over time? That's because sustained motivation can be tricky. It's easy to feel motivated when we see quick results, but when progress slows, motivation often wanes. Adopting new habits is a challenge, but not impossible. Let's look at some strategies to overcome these obstacles. Ready to take control and reshape your habits? Here's how. Start with small, manageable changes. Replace a bad habit with a good one. If you're trying to quit snacking, reach for a piece of fruit instead. Utilize positive reinforcement. Reward yourself when you successfully avoid a bad habit. Lastly, stay motivated. Keep your end goal in mind and remember why you started. With these strategies, you're now equipped to take on the challenge of habit change. Let's quickly recap the key points from today's discussion. Understanding the science of habits, acknowledging the challenges of breaking old ones, and adopting new ones are crucial. Remember, changing habits is a journey. Start today and take one step at a time. Did this information help you today? If so, there's a simple way you can pay it forward. Remember to hit that like button and share this video. Let's spread the knowledge and help others in their journey of habit change.